G'day people, I'm Monsternad. Welcome back to Empyrion Alpha 8 Season 2. So we were building our CV and I think we're going to call it the Cobra. Seems to be the more popular choice. So brought it down to the planet. Let me show you what I did to the back. Sort of came up with something, a little something. Why do I feel like I'm moving really slowly? I think I'm fairly safe around here. I don't think anything's going to attack me. Yeah, so what we got to last time is pretty much to this stage here. Well, I was playing around with the back end. So I've got a design. Let me get my drone. It's probably a bit easier to see. So I kept the two large thrusters. They do really eat through fuel. So I've toyed with the idea of taking out both of them and just putting one in, but I don't think I'd get enough speed up for to get to the hyperdrive speed if I did that. So I think I'm just going to have to live with that. I'm getting low on Prometheus. I'm getting low on a lot of resources now, actually. I'm going to have to go out to some other planets and get some other resources, particularly Sathium. Really low on Sathium. So this is the sort of end design that I came out with for the rear. Yeah, I think it sort of came up okay. I've got a couple of access points now to the rear. I had to add another couple of landing gear here because when it did land it just fell backwards due to the weight. I didn't realise they did that. I thought once you had landing gear on it would just stick, but obviously not. I do need to tidy this up a little bit, make it a bit more angled rather than square. So let's go up here. So it's all oxygenated now with vents everywhere. I stuck some grow plots in here. I felt like it was a pretty good space for it, and just like my normal farm, I've got enough to make, I think this harvest will create 4 tins of vegetables. So yeah, identical on each side. That's the other access point. So if we go up here, so these two areas here I figured will be like the accommodation area. Yeah, and possibly kitchen, possibly even medical as well. Oh no, I might do the medical down there actually, because it's access direct into the fridge, into the ship from that ramp down there. So it would be probably useful to have medical directly on access to the ship. I changed the glass here and here a bit, put the rounded glass on instead. I think it looked a little bit better. But yeah, I'm fairly pleased with that. I haven't done any texturing for most of the inside as yet. So, struggle to get up these stairs. Oh, it's because the ship's on a slight slope, that's why. So I played around with some of the texturing within the hangar area. It's coming along. There's a lot of work to do yet. Still pretty much the same on those bits. Added a docking point here, so when we do build the sort of space stations around other planets, we can. The idea is to dock to it, and I'll probably add some kind of ramp system either from the docking point on the space station or from here, so that I can just walk across in and out of the two different areas. Let's go down. Added a few things to the hangar area, some storage. Got the harvest module box in there ready for the drill turret to go on. Medical O2, armor locker, repair locker. Got one of the new repair stations as well. I don't know how to use them yet. I've never used them, but yeah, I'm looking forward to using that. And I put a repair bay here. Unfortunately, you only have one repair bay per ship, which is a real problem because when I come back with the flying vehicles, I don't think I can actually fit them in this hangar through the hangar door. So Yeah, I've got no way to repair them, so I'll have to think about that. Because ideally I'd like one where the mantis is docked as well, but I just don't think that's going to be feasible. Ho-hum, I have to think about that. Again, played with a bit of the texturing in here. Yeah, not too bad so far, I think. Let's go up to the bridge. Started playing around with a bridge design. Not sure about it yet. The colours are all messed up because that's colours sort of seeping through from the outside where I was playing around with that. Same with the textures. So it's all a bit haphazard and chaotic in here at the moment. I wanted to enclose the cockpit area somehow, so did that. To make it look sort of even, I had to put another cockpit, but I might change one of those to a passenger chair actually. That would probably make more sense. Yeah. So nice views. Cool. Don't realise how big these things are until you park it next to your base. Yeah, I didn't realise how big it actually was. So that's basically the inside of it now. Let's head back out again. I don't know why I came down here to head back out. Should have gone this way. And do you know what? I'll just jump down. I've got my jetpack on. There we go. Yeah. So reasonably pleased how it's beginning to turn out and look. So the Cobra. Had a look at some images for some Cobra snakes, and the most striking one that I could find is the yellow and black Cobra. That seems to be the most iconic image of a Cobra. So I started playing around with some of the textures on here. The yellow's a bit garish, but you know, that's the colours on that Cobra. So we got the scaled effect with this texture on most of it, but the underneath of Cobra's neck tends to have like lines rather than scales. So the hangar doors, or the ramp doors, actually work really well for that purpose. So I changed the texture there as well just to suit that. They tend to have like dummy eyes on their undersides as well. So the only way I could really do something round was adding these bits here. Close up doesn't really go, but from a distance it kind of works. So this is basically the theme I was going to go with for the entire vessel. Stick to this side, otherwise I'm going to lose contact with my drone. So the intention is to have the scaled effect over the entire ship now, and as it happens, the Cobra's main body tends to be black with thin yellow stripes, and since we have this ribbing going up and down around here already, and this one going straight down the back, it will actually work quite well just purely by accident. So that's my intention with this, is to continue with the scaled effect, paint it all black, and then have these ribbing areas in the yellow, and then the underneath will all be yellow and scaled as well. So that's the intention with the texturing of it. I still need to think about where I'm going to put some cannons. Do you know what? That might actually be a good spot for a cannon emplacement. I would probably have to lose this slope here to do it, but that actually could be a really good spot for a couple of cannon. Yeah. Where I'm going to put the other ones, I'm not sure. I think one will fit here and here. I think they're wide enough spots, so I could actually put a couple more cannon or rocket turrets in those two spots either side as well. So what that will give me 6 weapon mounts in total. They'll give me some coverage, sort of like a little bit front and down. I could really do with at least 2 up here as well. So I could play around, as I said, mentioned before, I could play around with this area up here and try and get, if I can try and get one here and same on the other side, that should give me some fairly good 360-degree coverage with weapons. Yeah, cool. The drill turret, what I'm thinking of doing is perhaps losing these 2 slopes here and having a mounting point here for the drill turret, but then, yeah, because the drill turret, I think it's got a 50-meter range, so I want to get as close to the asteroid deposits as possible. I may need to mount it under here instead, but the drill turret, my intention is just to mount it only when I need it. I'm not going to probably not going to keep it permanently attached, because you have to remember to switch them off as well, because they eat through a ton of power even when they're not being used, unless you actually deactivate it. So the easiest thing to do is just take it off every time I don't need it, because I'll only be out mining asteroids every now and then. I'll do, you know, a mining session and then probably stop for quite a while until I do one again. Yeah, that's how it's going. It's not the best colouring or texturing scheme for a CV, I don't think, but I think it sort of matches the theme that we're going with for the particular ship design. I could even, you know, toyed with the idea of actually bringing this bit here out, try and circularize it, or not circularize it, make it into a half circle coming out to about there, and that would almost replicate the Cobra hood. But it could also serve as mounting point for another weapon on top here. I wouldn't want to mount one underneath because it would block the view of the... Mind you, that might look pretty cool from the window. See a cannon turret sitting there. Yeah, so that's what I've got. So yeah, so I'm going to do some of that today, if you're happy with me doing a bit of texturing. Apart from getting the vehicles on board and visiting somewhere else, there's not much else to do at this moment that's desperately needed to be done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut there, and I'll start texturing the rest of this, and I'll get back to you when we've got somewhere. Later. Welcome back. Okay, so... oh, missed a bit. Here we go. I think I've got all the scale texture done now, and I've gone round and just whacked black over everything. Keep missing these little bits. Boom. Okay. These blank areas here are the thrusters. I can't texture those. So I think we're ready to start putting more of the detail on with the yellow. I've covered up some of the yellow with the black as I was painting around, so I need to fix that, and with some of the textures. So let's take it off medium coverage. Let's dunk. Add some stripes again that we've lost. There we go. Now what I'm thinking of doing is putting that, apart from these areas on the side here, is having that stripe texture everywhere that I've got yellow. So the underneath will be predominantly yellow, I'm thinking of doing it from here. It is a very bright yellow. But like I said, I think it's the most classic image of a Cobra. Okay, so do we want that on the sides as well? I think we do. Boom. I haven't got it on colour and texture for whole block because I don't want to completely ruin any work I've done on the insides. So we had it up to there, didn't we? Yeah. And I think what we'll do is go all the way to that. So that's what we got there. So we'll continue that. Do you know what? I think I might just continue this yellow theme that width down the bottom rather than have the whole bottom yellow. I think that would be a bit weird. Yeah. So let's make sure on that texture. Where are we going to? There. See where we get to. I've probably painted half my base as well. No, I think I missed it. I have a tendency to go a bit wild with the airbrush with the painting and end up painting things that are in the distance because I'm not paying attention. All of it, yeah. Just that middle bit, haven't we? Okay. How far are we going on that? Is that all of it? No, one more stripe. And what we can do is go down and make that yellow. Without turning anything else yellow, hopefully. Nearly there. One more stripe. Okay, let's get the rest of this area black. Those landing gear legs are not straight, are they? Those ones are further out than these. I think I prefer them here actually in the black area. And then I can have these black as well. I really don't want those to be yellow. I'll have to move them when it's in the air though, when we're back in space. Now once we've got this done, it's a case of going around and detailing the areas that we think need to be yellow. Okay, so that's that bit of underneath, and what we can do is continue that theme along the ribbing underneath. That is the underneath of the grow plots, so I can't retexture those. And I think we'll probably end that there. I don't see any reason for it to go up the back as well. And I think we should probably, with the ribbing, I think we should probably have this on the sides of it as well. I can get it right way around. There we go. Let's do the top before we start on the sides. So I've recolored some of these, unfortunately. Now, yeah, I think we definitely want to have this texture wherever we've got yellow, I think, because it breaks up that scale as well. We don't, because there's a lot of this scale texture all over the ship at the moment. Oh, come on, do it the same way all the time, will you? So let's paint those. And we would want the sides of those done as well, wouldn't we? And then I've picked out a few of the highlights here. I think it's because the head of a Cobra is sort of like almost spotted with this yellow and black variety. So I think that will work as well. So if we ruin what we've done already. I'm not going to do that bit, but I'm going to do those. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll do that on the other side as well. And that will continue all the way down there. Wow, that all went on the right way round for me. Couldn't last, could it? And up here. Come on, get a grip. Get a grip. Okay, let's make those areas yellow. So far, so good. So far, so good, he says. Alright, did we do the side on the other one? Yeah, we did. Okay, let's just need to Fix that. Do these. Yeah, I think that's better like that because it sort of highlights those angles on the top of the vehicle, on the head of the vehicle as it was. Yeah, okay. So far so good. I mean, eventually we could pick out little details like these and turn them yellow just to give a bit of detail around the area. So what do we want to do with this area here? I'm not sure. That ribbing continues down here, so I'll start at this one over here, but we definitely want to continue this way. So what I'll do is I'll finish off this ribbing and I'll get back to you in just a moment. Later. Welcome back. Okay, so we got the yellow stripe down the centre there. Oh, I missed a bit of colour there. Sure have. And a bit of texture. Donk. Wow, missed loads of colouring. Yeah, so far so good. Actually, I think I'm beginning to sort of warm to that as well. That yellow goes well with the black. I've got these textures aren't matching properly. At some point I'm going to have to go through and redo all those so they all match properly. That's quite annoying. So that's what we got at the moment. I'm really not sure what to do with this area here, whether to just put that yellow stripe through the centre or not, or just leave it like that. I'll leave that for the moment. So the intention now is to do this with these ribbing areas. Oops. More texture. Along here. And then we'll have that yellow Cobra stripe for the body as well. Yeah, and I think that'll work. You do it on this one as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do those, and I'll go back to you when that's done. Later. Welcome back. Okay, so we've added the yellow stripes either side of that. I did it with a symmetry mode, it was a lot easier. So we got something going, we've got some kind of Cobra thing going on now. I've accidentally painted things black inside as well. Oh, annoying. I'm feeling that we need a yellow stripe at this area here as well. So what I think I'm going to do is add some blocks here and put a bit of a ribbon effect on this one as well. I just need to hope I don't open up or remove any blocks. What I don't want to do is open up the whole place to the air and ruin my crops. So I'm going to need to... That's just a slope, isn't it? Or is it? Yeah, that's a standard slope. Yeah, we're good. So what I want to do is... Oh, better go and remove the slope on the other side as well. It's just on that line now, isn't it? Yeah. So I want to add one of these blocks. And get it right around. I was hoping for it to come out slightly above. And that could work. I can do it there and then bring it out slightly there. So if we pop that one in there and we go for that, and we'll stick with that and just turn it around to there. Why did that come out with the same texture as that? That's weird. I've never seen that happen before, where it's copied the texture from where you've put it. I don't know if there's any way to do it on this top area. It's another big area I haven't painted black again, I guess. Yeah, I guess what we could do is just I guess we could bring it out to meet this here, couldn't we? Let's have that as a half block. It's going to have to be another half block, isn't it? It's going to have to meet that one there. Maybe completely ruining an area where I could put another couple of turrets, but I could always remove it if we needed to. Okay, let's texture that bad boy. There we go. Let's fix these. Yeah, we're looking good. Let's colour them. Doing having that one as a stripe as well, can we? Yeah, let's do that. Oops, didn't mean to do the window. Okay, I mean, I guess you could try and do something here, there and there, but I don't want to ruin the blocks that are there at the moment. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep. Let's take this symmetry mode off. And the light is on. It's just really dark because it's all black. Where did I pop that bed? Oh, down this end. Okay, let's have a look at it in daylight. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I mean, is it more like a bumblebee than a cobra? I don't know. I think when you look at the head area and the neck, we got that cobra feel going on. But if you just looked at the back and side without the head being in the shot, we're going for a bumblebee, aren't we? It is what it is. But I think it's getting there. Let's finish these textures off. I missed tons of areas while painting, didn't I? Tons. Okay. Okay, it's sort of getting there. You have to let me know what you think. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to do to make it more Cobra-ish apart from adding some fangs. But I'm fairly pleased with the front end, this area all the way down here and up here. I'm fairly pleased how that's coming along. The body of it with the colours, not sure. Like I said, it's more Bumblebee-ish than Cobra-ish in my view, but I guess that's the colours we're going for, and it does have those yellow stripes along its body, so yeah, maybe they're too far apart. Maybe that's what the problem is. I'm fairly happy with the stripe down the back and the underbelly as well. I think that worked out okay. I really should. Finish those off, shouldn't I? Okay. Yeah, let me know what you think. But we're getting there. These yellow stripes should probably join up with the underbelly. I'm not sure. Not sure whether we should do that or not. I have to move those legs. That's really annoying me. Okay, well, I think we've gone on too much for this episode. Might play around with texturing. I'll do some textures on the inside and some interior decorating on the inside over the next episode, or between the next two episodes also. Because what I want to do next episode is start getting some exploration done. I mean, we've got this beast now. We need to get our 2 hover vessels in. I'll be taking the beast and the Muncher, the mining ship. They're the 2 vehicles I'm going to be taking with me on our travels. And there's tons of room in that hangar for those 2. That's for certain. And with the Mantis and the Turret Buster attached, we will be good to go. And I've got constructors on board, so I'll be able to make the turrets as we go along. Shouldn't be a big problem with defense. If something does turn up, I can always run and jump into the Turret Buster or the Mantis and defend the ship that way. Yeah, and it's got pretty fast acceleration, so I should be able to get away from pretty much anything that comes after me. Long enough to be able to put enough distance between us to get into one of the attack ships to defend the CV until I can get some defences on it of its own. But yeah, I definitely want to get some exploring done. Pick a spot for an outpost station, space station. They won't be big things. They'll be basic little outpost stations. I don't really have a design in mind at the moment. I'll have to think about that one. And try and come up with something that looks at least a little bit decent and that this thing can dock to. Yeah. So until then, I will leave it at that. Thank you for bearing with me on that one. If you enjoyed that, please like. It helps the channel grow. Oh, more areas I've missed down there. Look. The more you look, the more you see. Thank you for subscribing if you have done. I'm Monster Dad, and I'll see you in the next episode. Later!